Follow along while I'm training a service dog.
We're twiners and we're practicing downstay while I'm beside her. Here I'm going around the closing rack, so I'm actually out of her sight, and she still has to stay down and don't move, don't try to sit up, don't try to look for me. And she did really, really well. Part of the service dog certification is to make sure that they can stay in a down position while other people, carts are passing by. She's doing so good today, so I'm praising her with lots of treats. And anytime there's something really distracting going on and she doesn't get up, I'm giving her even more to make sure that she knows that she's getting rewarded for not paying attention to big distractions. More people went by, she was really good, and I went around the closing rack one more time and rewarded her for not getting up. And we're at Costco now, we're doing the same thing, working on downstay. I picked a busy-ish aisle, but also made sure that she's not in anyone's way. Before she would get up, anytime someone's passing, the cart, any loud sounds, and she's doing so much better. We stayed in this aisle for quite a long time. For treats, I'm using chicken. I found that that's the healthiest option. She was getting quite used to this location, so I wanted to do something a little more challenging for her. So we moved towards the tills. The aisle is quite wide, people going in both directions, and there are more carts passing by. When I train my dogs, especially service dogs, I make sure that I expose them to different types of environments.
Hi, sweetheart. You ready to go to PetSmart? Are you excited? Are you looking for dogs?
Please don't tell me that you don't speak to your dogs in baby voice. PetSmart was hosting the puppy training session, so it was perfect because my girl is still reactive, so I wanted something challenging and distracting for her. Here I'm just going back and forth. I'm making her sit and down and stay. There were dogs barking, also other dogs walking around, so it was a little challenging for her to get into down position right away. But that's why we have training sessions in different locations to make sure that the puppy is set up for success. We moved to another spot and I asked her to lay down again. I help her with my knee to make sure that she lays down approximately parallel to the shelves. It's especially helpful when we're in the store or in the busy environment. Here I spotted the dog that was walking towards us, so I stepped on the leash in case if she does get up, she receives self-correction. And I'm constantly feeding her treats. What I'm doing here is I'm rewarding her for staying calm in a down position when another dog is passing by. She decided to get up, so I put her right back into the down position, and I did not reward her for that because she broke the command. What we started with 2 months ago is her lunging, barking, and jumping towards other dogs anytime she saw any dogs. There's something super smelly here on the shelf. I think it was a return, some kind of puppy jacket, so I had to correct her multiple times and help her to get down into the down position. We stayed in this position for a while until another dog started coming our way. So I grabbed her leash to make sure that if I need to correct her, I have it in my hands already, and I was giving her lots of treats while we were watching another dog pass. And here I'm not only rewarding her for obedience, I'm also making sure that she associates other dogs with something positive. And from here, it's just a bunch of repetition. This is how I achieve good results, by practicing the same command over and over again in different environments.
By this time, my 7-year-old dog is pretty tired, so I spent probably in total about 3 hours training her, including getting from place to place. Today we focused on the stay, a little bit on dog reactivity. By the way, there's a dog out there and she's doing a really good job not barking. She's 7 years old, been barking and reacting her whole life, so it's definitely a challenge to try to convert her to a service dog. Even though it's a lot of work, it can be lots of fun.